Hello, and welcome to week 12, the last of this series of 12 free weekly journal prompts to help you to learn to love yourself. If you haven't followed through the sequence from 1 to 12, I invite you now to go back. You will find them on my YouTube channel. They're in a playlist in a sequence from week 1 to week 12, or you can sign up to my email list, and then you will get them in your inbox, the journal prompt and the video every week for 12 weeks without having to lift a finger or do any searching or anything. So whatever works for you. But if you're here and you've been doing this and this is your 12th week, well, I will say congratulations. You have made it. How's the journey been so far? Do let me know in the comments of any insights you have had, any difficulties you've encountered, how you're feeling now that you've explored yourself a little bit. You've explored your strengths, you've explored your weaknesses, you've looked at some things that you like about yourself. You've looked at some of your recurring thoughts and how they affect you. And we've looked at how you could change some of those. You've looked at some of your habits and how they affect you. And you've looked at how you may be able to make some changes to those habits to support yourself. It's really been quite a journey in this 12 weeks. And don't worry if you don't feel like you've progressed or that nothing's really happened, because it's only been 12 weeks. And if you're new to this, it takes time. It can take months and months. It can take years to undo the conditioning that we've been subjected to throughout our lives. From childhood, you're hearing things from your parents, from your teachers, from siblings, from peers. And all that becomes ingrained. It becomes part of our subconscious mind. We take it on board. We believe it. It becomes who we are. It becomes our thoughts. So it takes a lot of work to undo those. And you've started. You've made a really good start. And now you may continue on this journey. You can either go through these 12 prompts again, and each time you do it, you will come up with something different. Or you can work with me. There are various different ways to work with me. You can contact me through my website, through YouTube, or through Facebook. I do have lots of guided meditations for sale. I can actually take you through guided meditation if that's what you want. I can take you through an hour of you have 1 hour with me where we go through your needs, and then we either do Reiki meditation or we look at some journaling prompts, and I can guide you through prompts that will help you with your life, with what's going on for you, and how you can work out how best to access those thoughts and beliefs and to change the things you want to change. I also have a membership coming up, and the wait list for that is on my website as well. I might drop the link for that in the description as well. And the wait list will be, the community will be all about journaling, meditation, becoming your best self. So I call it becoming your own hero. So becoming the hero in your story. So we'll be really digging down deep into those subconscious thoughts and beliefs, looking at where they come from, looking at changing them. There'll be not one-to-one, there'll be group sessions with me. And you will have a supportive community, people who are on the same journey as you, to help you and support you in that. So anyway, that's enough about me and what I do and how you can work with me. This is your journey. So let's continue. Let's move on to the last piece of this 12-week journey. So this week, we've looked at a lot of things, and it says the prompt for this week is when What things can I do to help myself when I feel low or anxious? So, feeling low, feeling anxious, feeling stressed, they're normal human emotions. And that's something that we've got to remember. We have got to remember that we are designed to feel emotions. They're an alarm system for a start. They're the body's way of telling us that there's something we need. So we need to learn to listen into those emotions. So we need to register them. We need to feel them. We need to name them. So we need to know what those emotions are. And then we need to really listen in to find out what they're telling us. So if you're feeling anxious today, what is your anxiety telling you? What is that anxiety about? And how can you find something to help you with that anxiety? So maybe you're going to use a breathing technique or some yoga poses. Maybe you're going to go for a walk. Maybe you're going to get your journal out and write. Do you need a prompt for this? Well, you can use a prompt like something like, why am I feeling anxious? Or what's worrying me today? And just see what comes up. And after a while, once you get in tune with this, once you are a regular at this, you probably won't need your journal. You'll just be able to ask yourself, okay, what's going on here? What is causing me this anxiety, this stress? Why do I feel so panicky about this situation? And you will find that the answers come flooding in, and you will be able to either refute some of those thoughts and beliefs. You'll be able to reframe them. You'll be able to say things like yourself, well, I know that's not going to happen. Because did you know that 99% of the things that we worry about never, ever actually happen? Our brains are great at creating catastrophes for us, of imagining a future that's actually never going to happen. We create scenarios of all the worst possible outcomes. How about you flip that on your head? On its head, rather, not your head, on its head. How about you flip it on its head and try imagining the best possible outcome? So if you're anxious about going to a party and you're worried that you're going to be stuck in a corner and that nobody's going to talk to you, or that you're, not going to be able to get home, the trains aren't going to be running, whatever, flip it on its head. Imagine yourself at that party. Imagine yourself engaging with wonderful, like-minded people, having deep, fulfilling conversations. Imagine an easy journey home where you walk up to the train station. The train you need is just pulled in and you hop on it and it takes you straight to your destination. We can flip these scenarios our minds create. And when we do that, we feel more at peace, both in our mind and in our bodies. And it's the same for when we feel low. We can do similar things. When we're in a low mood, we need to ask ourselves, what is causing this mood? Why have I suddenly woken up feeling like crap? And sometimes, and especially for women, that can be hormonal. And even though a woman can have periods for 40 years, we quite often don't recognize those 2 to 3 days before your period arrives that your mood dips. And it can take years for us to actually recognize those patterns. So it's really about tuning into your body. And this is where daily journaling really comes in as well, because it really helps us see those patterns, see our emotions. And also, if you do things like keep food diaries, you don't have to do detailed food diaries. If you think something is affecting your mood, just make a note of the days you've written it in your journal. Or not written it, eaten it. Make a note of the days that you might have eaten, and then see how your mood is the following day or the following 24, 48 hours. Is that particular food item affecting your mood? The same with alcohol. We know that a few drinks can have us feeling nice and buzzy. A few drinks can also have the opposite effect, and it really depends on what you're drinking as well. So it's really just feeling into your body, and making that connection between your body and your mind and the emotions you're feeling, naming your emotions, really trying to feel into your body and feel whereabouts in your body they come up. What is your body trying to tell you? What is this anxiety or low mood trying to tell me today? What is the message? What do I need to do? Sometimes those messages will come through really, really clearly. And sometimes they'll be a bit fuzzy, a bit like a radio with interference, and you won't be able to quite get there. But keep going. You'll get there in the end. And listen to your body. Really listen to your body. So if your body needs rest, rest. I mean, obviously that's not always entirely possible because we do have to work and things. But if there's ways that you can work restfully or peacefully, you will find them. So, work out what you can do to help yourself when you're feeling low or anxious. For me, getting on my yoga mat helped a lot. For some, there was just something about being on my yoga mat and going through a series of poses that really helped to calm that anxiety right down or to lift my mood. I find meditation really useful as well, though sometimes if you're in an anxiety, mind-wearing mood, that's not going to work because it's quite difficult to calm your mind down. Walking really helps me too. As I've mentioned running before, I don't run myself, but lots of people find running really useful. So you just need to find 2 or 3 things that will give you that peace of mind, that clarity, that will get you out of whatever funk you're in. Something that works kind of quite fairly quickly, because this is, we want to be able to live our lives fully. We want to be able to feel the joy. We want to be able to do the things we love to do. And so we don't want to be in a position of feeling anxious or feeling low and having that prevent you doing what you love doing. So when you can find the things that make you feel good, or at least lessen the anxiety and the worry and the low mood, the stress, in a few minutes or half an hour at most, then those are the things that you go to. You make those your go-tos. So today's journal prompt is really looking at the things that might help you. So go and do some research. Maybe listen to 1 or 2 meditations. Download a meditation app. See if that works. Some people really love guided meditations. Some people like to just meditate on their own with a timer. Whatever works for you. Try walking. Next time you feel anxious, does walking work? How about yoga? Try finding some gentle yoga videos on YouTube. Follow those, see if that works. It's all about experimenting and trying things, trying new things, trying things that are slightly out of your comfort zone that might work. And that's not to say they are going to work. But if they don't work for you, don't beat yourself up about it, because not everybody is the same. We all have different methods, and that's why there are so many tools out there, so many ways you can do this. And it's really about getting to know you and what works for you. And this is what this whole journey, this last 12 weeks has been about. It's about getting to know you a little bit better, the real you, not the front that you put on for other people. Not the you that you were told you had to be in childhood, or that your teachers told you had to be, or the you pretend to be at work because you feel you have to put on a front at work and you have to be a certain person and you can't be yourself. This journey has been about finding some of your true self, finding out who you really are, what works for you and what doesn't work for you. And that journey continues throughout our life, because we change and grow as we progress through life, as things in our lives change, as relationships change, as jobs change, as children come and children go. Everything changes, and so you can continually change and grow. And change can be sometimes something that makes people very anxious. And again, use your journal to help you deal with that anxiety around change, help you deal with those changes. Find some tools that help you feel less anxious, that boost your mood, that combat your stress. Things that just work for you. It doesn't matter what works for anybody else. This is your journey. This 12 weeks has been all about you. And I really hope you've enjoyed it. I do wish you the very, very best of luck on the rest of your journey to loving yourself, whether you choose to take that journey with me or not. I do look forward to reading whatever you put in the comments for me. And I will be back on YouTube with some other videos and maybe some meditations and things. But if you want to make contact, and you can contact me through my Facebook, follow me on Facebook, and you'll see the work I'm putting out there. I think I'm also on Instagram, same handle as on YouTube. I think we're at Reiki by Niamh. So you can follow me there for more insights and journaling prompts and things. So anyway, once again, thank you for being on this journey. Well, thank yourself for being on this journey. I am very grateful to you for watching these videos and for taking this journey with me. And I will see you again soon. Thank you.